Hi friends, today let us learn about OGive. OGive, the other name of OGive is Cumulative Frequency Curve. How to construct this Cumulative Frequency Curve or OGive on the graph paper, and how to find the quartiles from the OGive. Let us learn today. In order to construct the OGive, we need the continuous grouped frequency distribution. If the given frequency distribution is not continuous, the class intervals are not continuous, we have to convert them to continuous class intervals. Then we have to find the cumulative frequency of each class interval. Here I have given the frequency distribution 0 to 10, 8, 10 to 20, 10. Means 8 students got 0 to 10 marks, 10 students 10 to 20 marks, 22 students have secured 20 to 30 marks, 40 students have secured 30 to 40 marks, 20 students have secured 40 to 50 marks. Here the class intervals are continuous class intervals and the frequencies are these. In order to construct the cumulative frequency curve, we have to find the cumulative frequency. Let us find the cumulative frequency of each class interval CF. First class interval frequency and cumulative frequency always remains the same. Then 8 plus 10, 18, 18 plus 22, 40, 40 plus 40, 80, 80 plus 20, 100. The meaning of cumulative frequency is 18 students got below 20, 40 students got below 30, 80 students got below 40 and 100 students got below 50 marks. Now we found the cumulative frequency of each class interval. Now in order to draw the graph, already we have learned that any graph before doing, we have to take the scale, draw the x-axis, y-axis and take the scale. Let me produce this. This is x dash or x-axis. This is y dash or y-axis. Now we have to take the scale. We have to take the scale. In x-axis what we have to take, and in y-axis what we have to take. The class intervals are to be taken in x-axis and the corresponding cumulative frequencies are to be taken in y-axis. Okay, you see here the class intervals are starting from 0. So no need to have the kink mark here. Simply 10, 20 like that we can do. But here only 5 class intervals are there. Let us see whether we will be able to take 2 cm for each class interval. If we take 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, okay. So let us have in x-axis 2 cm equal to 1 class interval. And let us see y-axis, 100 cumulative frequency is there. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. We can take 1 cm is 10 cumulative frequency or 2 cm equal to 20 cumulative frequency. Both are same or not? In y-axis, 1 cm equal to 10 cumulative frequency. So this is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Okay. Here 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And also mark what you have taken here. X-axis we have taken the class intervals, that is in marks. The marks are given in class intervals. Corresponding cumulative frequency in the y-axis we have taken cumulative frequencies. Okay. Now how to construct the OGive or cumulative frequency curve? It is very important to remember that upper limit of each class interval is to be taken as the x coordinate. its corresponding cumulative frequency is to be taken as the y coordinate. For the first class interval, 10 is the upper limit of this class interval, 8 is the cumulative frequency. So here 8, 10 is there, so somewhere here. Children, you know, I may not be able to do exactly, but I can give you exact idea. 10 to 20 is 18. So 20, 18. 18 is somewhere here. Okay. 20 to 30 means 30 is 40. This is 40. Then 30 to 40 is 80. 40 is 80 here. Okay. Then 40 to 50 is 100. 50, 100 is, so we have reached here. Okay. So we got these 5 points. This OGive is a freehand curve. OGive is a freehand curve. In order to draw this curve, you don't use scale. Simply freehand curve you have to draw. Starting from the lower limit of the first class interval. Okay. The lower limit of the first class interval is 0 here. So starting from 0, we have to draw a freehand curve by joining all these points. See how I join 0 to 10. Okay. This curve is said to be the required OGive. Clear, children? Important thing is you have to find the cumulative frequency. Class intervals are to be in continuous. Cumulative frequencies. Upper limit of each class interval to be taken as x coordinate. Its corresponding cumulative frequencies to be taken as y coordinate. Plot the points and draw the OGive starting from the lower limit of the first class interval. OGive is constructed. Now let us learn how to find the quartiles from the graph. Okay. Now I am rubbing this and let us how to find the quartiles. Let me find the median, lower quartile, upper quartile from the graph. How to find the median? First let me show you. Median. You know that in order to find the median, the total number of students divided by 2. Median is n by 2th term. Actually, if n is even, we used to find half of n by 2th term plus n by 2 plus 1th term in order to find the median for even number of observations. But here, for the graph, no need to do that. Directly you can do n by 2th term. And if the number is odd, number of observation is odd, you can do n plus 1 by 2th term. If number of observation is even, you can take n by 2th term. Here n is 100 already we have seen. And the number of students 100. So n by 2th term is here 100 by 2 term. That is 50th term. And 50th term, what is 50th term? Let us find from the graph. For that, from 50, already 50, this line is there. Okay. From here, let us draw a vertical line. This point shows the median. From my graph, I got more or less 32. 32, 32.5 like that. 32.5 let us take. Okay. Because I cannot do clearly, you know that. 32.5 or 32. If you do, it may vary. Okay. So the median is 50th term. What you do is from 58. Okay. Let us highlight the line. Show arrows, and this point gives you 32.5 or 32 marks. Median marks is 32.5. Now let us find the lower quartile, that is Q1. Lower quartile is n by 4th term. N by 4 is 100 by 4th term. 100 by 4th term is 25th term. 25th term. Same way, let us find how much is the lower quartile. 25 is somewhere here. Let us draw a horizontal line from 25 to the graph, and from the graph you give a vertical line. Okay, from 25, from here again vertical line. I got here 20, 30 here. That means 25, here 24, 23, 24 like that comes. So let me write 24 marks is the lower quartile. Same way, we have to find the upper quartile. We have to find the upper quartile. Okay, let me find and show. Upper quartile, what is the formula is? 3n by 2. 3n by 4, sorry. Upper quartile is Q3 equal to 3n by 4th term. Just lower quartile 3 times. 3 into 100 by 4th term. 25 3s are 75th term. Same way, from 75, here 75, draw a horizontal line to the graph. To the graph. I am not able to do very clearly. Okay. Again from here, draw the vertical line to this, to x-axis. It became little cross. You should do properly by using the scale and pencil. Okay. This point shows this is lower quartile. Okay. This point gives you the upper quartile. Here 35, 30 means 39. Little this side, that side you may get. 39 marks is the upper quartile. Now let me explain you. Sometimes you get questions of this sort. How many students got above 75% marks? How many students got below pass marks? And so on. Let me explain you. If the question is, if how many students got more than 75% marks? More than 75% marks. Here we have the marks 50. 75 of 50 is, let us find 75% of 50. Total marks out of 50. So 75 by 100 into 50. 51 are 52 are 37.5. 75% of 50 is 37.5. How many students got more than 37.5? You have to find out. That is 37.5 marks. What you have to do is, number of students got more than 37.5 marks. Let us find. 37.5 is somewhere here. Okay, middle of 35 and 40. What you have to do from here, draw a vertical line to x-axis, vertical line to the graph. Vertical line to the graph. And from here, we have reached this 70 line. Okay. So from here we have drawn, arrow shows like this, and this gives you the 70 we reach now. That means total 100 students are there. 70 students got less than 37.5 marks. Our question is, how many students got more than 37.5 marks? That means from 100 subtract 70. Subtract 70 and this gives you 30. 30 students got above 75% marks. 75% of 50 is 37.5. So more than 37.5 marks. How many students got? 30 students. So like this, some different questions, different varieties of questions you may get in the exam. This OGive is very, very important for your board exam, children. So never ever neglect it. Okay. So if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe. Thank you.